I'm at the Basket in West Bridgewater, where all of this went down, John.
Well, Maria, police say that those women walked out of the store here with lobster and steak, but they didn't get far. Officers arrested them out here in the parking lot. Cell phone video shows two women berating and attacking workers Sunday evening as stunned shoppers stare in disbelief.
That's crazy. Oh, nah.
Others watching the combative confrontation can't understand it.
I'm speechless because doesn't matter the reason, is not supposed to act like that.
Investigators say the women deliberately slipped higher priced food like lobster, ribeye steaks, and truffle butter in blue bags while they were checking out. And police say when workers confronted them about not paying for the items, the women started attacking them and yelling racial slurs.
People are shoplifting. They're getting beat up for trying to stop the people. That's not fair to them. I mean, it's really messed up.
Police arrested Olivia and Regine Bird in the parking lot. The sisters are now facing charges, including assault and battery. Other shoppers say they have sympathy for the workers who are dedicated to their jobs.
I just see them work hard over here.
They went and assaulted people in a store in public. That's not all right.
Well, those workers, thankfully, they were not seriously hurt, and those two sisters were released from custody as the case against them moves forward.
All right, so I already know that you still, even with this video, people, oh, it's AI, it's ChatGPT, whatever, because that's where everybody's minds, everything is fake out here, right? So with the news report that we have directly out here, you have these black women, and again, I know what some people are going to say, oh, how do we know these are black women? What's their DNA results? Somebody go get a blood sample, whatnot, whatever. Y'all can go figure that out. I don't care. For all intents and purposes, for what it is that I normally state here, they're going to be the readily exampled individuals who are going to represent black women at this moment in time. Like I said, miss me with all the BS. These women decided to go in, knowing the circumstances, knowing how it is that the media and many others are waiting for the faces of anybody black to walk in so that they can just specifically pin and blame something on black Americans. And here you have it. You have the very first go around. I have another video too, but that's from Buffalo, New York. But at this moment in time, when it deals with the media actually pushing this and putting their imagery directly out here, you have the very first poster children when it deals with the thievery. And I promise you, they're going to line this back. Just give it enough time for some of the conservative Republicans or who not, whatever the racists out there, to get their hands on the footage. They're going to align this directly up with the snap getting cut. And then they're going to also go with, oh, this further proves who is the main majority that's on snap. And then they're going to further say that, oh, this further proves who has the propensity to be violent and criminals. Like I said, you can't make this stuff up, and as I told people before, I try to save people from a lot of stuff, but you know, I'm only one man. It's nothing that you can sit up there and do, and I promise you that somehow, some way, and I have to bring this directly up for this situation, I promise you that some way, somehow, somebody's going to sit up there and say that, you know, this is taking place because black men aren't providing, this is taking place because black men are not protecting, and all this other type of stuff. But then on the other hand, I promise you that there's a guy or men directly out there that were sitting back and just waiting, like, oh man, I wish one of those dudes would even potentially try to even put a hand on that woman, just because if I was there, man, I would have set up and aired the whole place out. They would have been looking at the floor if I was there. Like I said, on both sides, it looks completely crazy, because you got people that don't want to look at the situation for what it is. They don't want to pay attention to the point of view, look directly at the optics, and see how it is that what it is that they specifically did is going to feed into a very horrible, bad, negative narrative. And it's the narrative that people are looking for in order for them to set up certain circumstances, right? To have a certain catalyst out there so that they can do the things that they wanted to do, because they're going to be like, oh, but see, look at what the blacks are doing. See what they're doing. See what happens when the government isn't supporting them. They can't manage themselves. They got to go out here and steal. They can't go out here and work. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to do. And that is what they're going to say, because you got fools out here that are going to leverage their freedom in their lives in order to prove and give justifications to other people's negative and wrong beliefs about black Americans. So color me surprised when I did enough research and looking around just, a few seconds, and I found that there was another instance of which something took place and happened. I'm going to just read directly from the police report because the news didn't really want to give a lot, right? So they said that the police department arrested and charged this woman with assaulting employees and police while causing a disturbance at a grocery store. Christine Hartman, age 54, was arrested and charged with number 1, disorderly conduct, number 2, resisting arrest, number 3, arrest and battery on an officer. Assault and battery on an officer, 2 counts. Number 4, operating under the influence of liquor. Number 5, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Number 6, vandalizing property. Number 7, assault and battery. And number 8, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, which was a shopping cart. They said on Tuesday, October 28th at approximately 11:55 a.m., the police department were called to the supermarket at the 1900th Main Street for a report of a woman yelling, swearing, and causing a disturbance. Officers arrived on the scene and located an individual identified as Hartman at the store's customer service counter. An on-scene investigation, which included review of surveillance footage, determined that Hartman pushed a market basket employee and hit another with a shopping cart while yelling profanities inside the store. When police arrived, Hartman struck a sergeant with her hand and kicked an officer while actively resisting arrest. Hartman was eventually taken into custody without injury. The investigation also determined that Hartman was under the influence and had driven to the store. Upon being booked at the police station, Hartman continued to scream expletives and intentionally clogged the toilet in her holding cell with paper products and her prisoner's shoes. Hartman was arraigned Tuesday in Lowell District Court, where she was released on personal recognizance on the condition that she abstain from alcohol, have no contact with victims in the case, and stay away from market basket. So I want people to understand how this basically worked out, right? She assaulted officers. She assaulted a worker. She pretty much did the exact same thing that the other 2 women did. The only difference is that she didn't steal, or at least nothing that we know of. Because again, whenever it deals with reports, they tend to leave, certain things directly out there. And I also want to note, due to the fact of the circumstances and the situations, right? Both people, again, assaulted individuals. Again, the only thing that's missing is the stealing part. Notice how the woman who is drunk driving, the woman who is belligerent, assaulting people, not just police officers, but also workers. Then she got put directly into the drunk tank to sober up. And then she decided to clog the toilet with her slippers, and then she was still acting a plumb fool. And all they sat up there and did was like release her on her own recognizance, be like, hey, all right, stay away from, the market, and, that's it. Oh, yeah. This is why I try to sit up there and tell people, like, yo, you're going to go out here and try to play the games that other folks are meant to play, because they got the complexion for the protection. You're gonna go out here and play a stupid game, you're gonna win a very stupid prize. Like I said, now the other 2 women, they got a court date. They got a full-on court date for what it is that they did. Ain't nothing in there said that they assaulted officers. Now, they did go after 2 of the employees directly there after they caught them stealing. They were trying to take them items back. But like I said before, you play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. This is the dumbest thing ever in life. Dear God, like, yo, who said that you needed to get any type of, like, why did you need ribs? Why you need lobster? Like, what is going on? Like, how do you have like such great taste in food, but you seemingly can't afford it? Like, that don't make any type of sense. That makes no type of sense. Maybe you should eat what it is that you could afford, just to sit up there and be honest. Because nobody listed a nutritional scale that basically said that in order for you to survive, you need to have like ribs and this, that, and the third. All of these things that cost a lot of money. You can have standard issue. You can buy some kale. You can have some greens. You can have some salad. There's some different, fruits out there, fruit salad mixes, salad. Like, yo, there's a lot of stuff that you can buy for cheap, and you can make a lot of it. You will get the value of your dollar. But like I said before, you got clowns out here that decide that, oh, well, I'm going to do what it is that I want to sit up there and do. And there you go. So now, as I clearly told you guys, the media has all the information. If they want to specifically try to, have a biased, or I'm sorry, an unbiased, point of view, they could actually put the imagery of that woman directly up there. When I watched the original news report, they opted not to put the woman's picture up there. They told you what took place, but they didn't put the woman's picture directly up there. And they stated that they both happened in the exact same state, just in different areas. But when you look on social media and look everywhere else, you see those two women. You see that fight that broke out. And I promise you, the store that Kristen, or whatever her name was, I promise you, the store that she was at, they have footage to show what it is that she was doing and how it is that she was acting. But they're not going to put that out there because that's one of their own. They look at it as an embarrassment, as an embarrassing situation, right? It's just somebody that, in a sense, falling on tough times. So we don't want to make things even more tough for them. We got to protect them. So we're going to hold that back. There's no reason to further embarrass them after they already did it to themselves. But, oh, you see these two quote unquote black women here? Oh yeah, we're going to embarrass them. And not just that, we're going to use their image and basically use that as the poster child when it deals with the black community and it deals with SNAP benefits, government assistance, and things of that nature to further prove a narrative and a point. Like I said, the media is directly in on it too. And I keep trying to tell people this, but people don't want to sit up here and listen. People want to scapegoat. They want to blame somebody else. But, but whatever. Y'all got it though. Y'all got it. And I promise you there's going to be more to come, where you're going to have ignorant folks out here that's going to do or feed into the narrative, and it is just going to be a domino effect. Hopefully not, but at this point, I don't, I don't got my hopes up that people will be smarter than the average bear. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything. Now listen in the comment description below, and as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.